Just done the afternoon after seeing a fella off that had been fishing at Solace. Came over to Coron, got the maize on and all the usual chores, and thought I'm going to have a proper fish this afternoon. Got the dogs with me. I decided, or the other night when I was thinking how am I going to catch that bloody common or the rare ones that I'm after, and I decided to stop fishing the usual spots and concentrate on open water, give them some boilie, and see how we go. So I've been fishing about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's been a shocker, one of those ones where I've cast up 2 trees, I've had a bird's nest, I've all sorts of bits and bobs sort of to wind you up. I sat down, had a fag, redid the rod, put it out there, and sort of an hour and a half later it's absolutely screamed off. Came in really simply, head shaking. I thought, it's one of the stockies or one that's bred on in here. And then as it came up and I thought it was getting ready to net it, and I saw which fish it was, it turned and basically went 20 yards past where I'd hooked it from. Just couldn't stop it, just back wind, back wind, back wind. Yeah, after a manic battle, I mean, as I say, for the first 30 seconds I thought I was going to net it within a minute, yeah, that was sort of 10 minutes after seeing it almost nettable. I managed to roll it into the net, and it is one of the rare ones, one of the ones I really wanted. So I'm going to hike him up for the camera. All the mat's wet, fish is in the retainer, everything's ready to go. So let's have a look at this old chap. I don't think, apart from the time I stocked him 6 years ago, washed out FKG pop-up. It's always nice when they're on, non-fluoros, they're eating. Got perfect hook hold on the multi. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one on the bank. I know he's been caught a couple of times by the fishermen, but I haven't been here to witness him. And yeah, as I say, apart from when I stocked him, I don't think I've seen him. But I've definitely wanted him. He just looks as old as the hills. His scales are sort of, you'll see in a second, sort of embedded in him rather than sitting off him. He's not the biggest fish in the lake at all, but he's one of the rare ones, and he's definitely one I was after. Looks in great condition. I think he's a male. He's got huge pecs, and as I say, fought like an absolute animal. Huge tail on him for the size of fish. I don't think he'll ever get much bigger, but I don't really care. This is the sort of fish that I love. I know we've got big fish, and to be honest, they're not my favourites. These ones with character, and if you're not really happy catching sort of fish that look like that, you're probably not right for the fishery. That's a special fish wherever you are in the world. Let's just give him a quick turn round. Mat's full of water. It's always easier, I find, to turn the retainer rather than the fish. You can keep him across the mat, he doesn't leave the floor. Turn him to the side you want. Thought he was going to put his defiant. Yeah, he just looks as old as the hills, and he's looked like that since we stocked him. I say him, I'm sure it's a male. Yeah, really pleased. Just a simple washed out FKG, which is the fermented krill and garlic that we do, or I do, with king baits. And that was fished over a good sort of kilo and a half of 18 millers, the salted one, straight out the bag. And yeah, hour and a half later, and got one of the ones I really wanted. Let's get him back.